formwork you can see here, the fly sheeting and everything, is where they're going to be casting the concrete base for the substation. So that's their next task here. Once that's down, I think they're going to move on and get the bases in over here for the chargers, which you can see.
That's a bit easier. They're all pre-cast out, so they're just going to sit them in concrete. They're aiming to get it started this week. So by the end of next week, I think the off-start just for the bases and the substations and all the cars and
So you can see they've got the base material over in the corner. They'll start bringing that around, then setting down the bases for the charger heads.
What's the base material?
Yeah, sort of type 1 roadstone.
that's all that is. That's the MOT type 1. Yeah, that's for the base. Like I say, they're all precast, so they just crane them in and then backfill around and do the finishes. This is the only one that's actually wet cast concrete. Look at that, the shuttering itself is a piece of art, isn't it?
A lot of work goes into it to make sure it's correct.
Definitely.
And it's worth double checking it every time because,
well, shuttering is going to be quite precise.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? Yeah. But as you can see, these are the two ducts we've just seen out by the sewage plant down there to pick up from the HPs from across the road. They'll come be turned in such a way down to there. So.
the only thing I don't like about these substations, they seem to be green boxes.
Right.
Everything green when it comes to their substation boxes, but
Well, that's white would be nice there, wouldn't it? Sometimes,
we'll see.
maybe camouflage when it's summertime.
But it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's the
So that's that work being undertaken at the moment, and then we can go and have a quick walk in the unit.
Lovely, yeah. Great. Yeah.
Shuttering, guys.
Yeah, we're getting there with it. It's only begun really. There's an awful lot to go through yet before we can hold concrete.
When you pour in the slab,
We do 3 pours. Tomorrow we do the base that creates the bottom of the pit. Then we put in all our couplers. Cap the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, they let us do. Well, what do we see?
So yeah, just like chips and slips, please. I'm a first aider, but you don't want me.
No. We often want to go home with the same stuff.
Yeah.
so obviously the base floor slab's now casted in. The various drain points for the pickup points for the various bits of equipment the Starbucks will be installing are all installed. All the ducts, you can see a row of 4 or 5 ducts over in the corner. That's where power, water and drainage drive-through. This will be a glazed area here with the drive-through window. So drive-through window will be here. So you open the window up, hand over your coffee,
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so drive through is
Round the corner,
Yeah.
round the other, round inside of the Ionity area, then out through the petrol station.
right.
So as they come round the corner, they'll see the fields and everything going on. I think worse things to see.
Yeah, but this should be good for the farmer as well.
Well,
Yeah. Well, that's another business.
it's a good development.
Yes,
So I
a good
think you guys, I think you'll have a good development on your hands.
Yes.
Which will be the important thing from your point of view. So we've got a fire exit over here. The main entrance door will be here, and the main bar will be literally where I'm standing.
Right.
So people will walk in, they'll walk around, and the barista point will be sort of here, and then they go and sit down. The customer toilets will be over in that corner over there. And then the back of house area where they have preparation for fridges will be in this area over here. So this will be what they call the back of house area. The glazing starts where that silver upright is, just to the right of the grey steel. The glazing comes all the way around and finishes this silver upright here. And then
Really nice from outside.
I mean, this shell is probably one of the nicest shells buildings that Starbucks operate. It really is.
This is. Sorry, I keep doing that.
Oh, you've worked with that now.
So this is where they put the solar panel.
On the roof.
Yeah.
But in terms of the design, in terms of the design, it might well be that they put a solid plasterboard ceiling in, or they could leave it exposed with rafters. They do different things. But I've got some artist impressions of the design. If you'd like to see them.
Yes, we would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll send them over to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. So these, did I hear you correctly? They could sometimes they leave these rafters.
On occasion,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Sometimes they underboard them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they leave them exposed. It's up to every store that Starbucks develop. They design differently.
I see.
They're all different. It's not the cheapest way to do it, but it's how they approach it. They do make a big investment. I mean, the investment into fitting out this unit will probably be just shy of $500,000.
Right. Wow.
To know how much revenue might a place like this take.
Probably somewhere between 15 and 20,000 a week,
Oh, I see.
depending on the traffic density, passing traffic density. But obviously, with the addition of the charging hub, that could be more. So I think it's somewhere between 15 and 20,000. I would suspect a week.
So they got about a 40% rate of return on their investment, do you think?
I think so.
Oh, I see. Well, I want, so half of their revenue might be profit do you think, about?
Well,
those
don't forget
before?
they also pay a royalty.
Oh, right.
So because they're a franchisee, they pay a royalty, I think, of 7 or 8%
Oh,
to
right.
Starbucks to
see.
operate the unit as a Starbucks unit.
Oh, right.
So there's that element that you need to consider as well.
And were they taken over by Starbucks again? 23.5.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but that hasn't. The takeover has happened, but I think at the moment they're still operating as if they were franchise.
Oh, right.
Mainly because 23.5 were developing and opening stores cheaper and more profitably than Starbucks were.
Oh, right. I see.
So they wanted to learn how they did it.
Oh,
So they
right.
bought them.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Were they some Indian brothers, 23.5? Or do you know the owners?
Yes.
23.5. Oh, yeah.
Mark Hepburn and a couple of his colleagues owns the business
Oh, right.
previous to the buyout from Starbucks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so there was Mark and Anil Patel, who were the two principal shareholders, I think. And then there were some minor shareholders as well.
Oh, right. I see. And Mark is Scottish, is he?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. A lovely guy.
Yeah. Good.
It looks a bit like a skeleton at the moment.
Well, it is a skeleton,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
it's all come
it's
together.
going to be fleshed out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once the shell's completed and Starbucks are on site, their fit out is only about 5 weeks.
Wow.
5 weeks, 4 days, I think. So inside 6 weeks, from the point of practical completion, it will be open and trading. And therefore generating some income.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So are you working on any other developments as well? at the
Yeah, I've been
moment?
on a few.
Yeah.
It's not something I do normally. I'm normally on the fit out side, but I have helped one of the other franchisees, a company called K Beverage, who are based up in Norfolk.
Oh, right.
I've helped them out on a couple of developments doing the shell work. So I think when this opportunity came up for you guys, Mark volunteered me to come and give you a hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully you feel like you're in a safe pair of hands.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
If you have got any queries anytime, just pick up the phone. I'm more than happy to
Oh,
ask the questions.
Thanks.
But no question is a silly question.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah. So how did you get into this line of work originally?
Oh God, I've been doing this for a long while. I started off in college doing technical drawings, and I ended up with my first role. Do you remember a company called Martin News Agents?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, an old Martin's News Agents company they were based over in Woodford, just down the road.
Oh, right.
Funny thing. And they were looking for a technical draftsman to do the drawings for their newsagent fit outs. So I applied for that job, and that's where I started off
Oh, right.
in the drawing office, drawing up the various drawings to get things built.
Oh,
And it progressed to project management over a course of a few years, through some training on courses. But yeah, it's something that I get a lot of satisfaction. I get a lot of satisfaction from walking away, seeing something physically that you can say, I did that, I was involved with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have to do any professional qualifications or anything?
Yeah, I did an ordinary national diploma and a City and Guilds course, as it was then, in building technology. So yeah, there was some training, but you know, I'm a great believer in on-the-job training. I think there's not enough apprenticeship work going on in this country at the moment. Hands-on skills are not easy to find people willing to get their hands involved with, you know, things like brickwork and carpentry. You know, that's why there was such an influx from Europe at the time, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's changing. But we need to focus on giving youngsters more opportunities to get hands-on skills. Not everyone's academic, you know.
So do you ever have schoolboys asking you for internships, like for a week in the summer holidays?
Not so much.
Right.
But I get phone calls asking if I can employ anybody on the sites
I see.
quite regularly. But obviously, it's all subcontracted, so I don't directly get involved with that. So I think that's about the tour really at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Things will obviously progress over the next few weeks. What I'll do is I'll work out when we go back into the office when I think the next meeting will likely be.
Yeah.
And we can put that in the diary.
Well, thanks very much. Okay.